The movie Iron Lung by Markiplier takes place in a dark future where a catastrophe known as Quiet Rapture has occurred. One day, without any explanation, all the stars and planets disappeared. Only the remains of space stations and ships were left behind, where the last humans are slowly dying from hunger and lack of oxygen. On a dead moon called 85, an organization known as Consolidation of Iron, or COE, discovers something insane. A massive ocean of blood. They hope to find resources down there, or maybe even answers to why the universe collapsed. So they built a small submarine called SM-13, nickname it the Iron Lung. It has no windows and the front is covered with metal to withstand the pressure. Inside there's only a sonar, an X-ray camera, and minimal equipment. It's a tight claustrophobic metal box with almost no space and no real contact with the outside world. They sent a convicted prisoner named Simon, a former member of an organization called Eden, who is accused of destroying filament station. He claims he's innocent and tried to save the situation, but no one believes him. COE promised him freedom if he explores the ocean. What Simon doesn't know is that others were sent before him and died. The organization lied to him, telling him he's the first. But he has no choice, so he accepts the mission. Through a communicator, he's guided by a woman named Ava. She gives him instructions, coordinates, and checks on the submarine's condition. To her, it's just another mission. Once Simon realizes what he's getting into, he finally dives into the ocean. Inside, Simon relies only on a sonar that beeps regularly and shows massive shapes slowly moving in depths of the ocean. Outside, there is complete darkness and no view at all. So, to see anything, he uses X-ray camera. Every time he takes a picture, the darkness lights up for a brief moment, revealing parts of the ocean.
My mom is kind of homeless.
But each photo also releases a strong dose of radiation into submarine. The more he uses it, the more he slowly kills himself. The first part of the movie is very slow. Simon is still getting used to the submarine, so he repeating the same routine tasks over and over again. Checking systems, taking pictures, listening to the constant beeping of the sonar. Most of the time there is silence, occasionally interpreted by Ava's voice, giving him new instructions. Sometimes small problems happen. For example, a light flickers, drops of blood start dripping from a pipe, and you can hear a crack or a creak that reminds you this coffin could break at any moment. Then the atmosphere starts to change. Simon finds a password-locked computer inside the submarine. He tries different combinations, but nothing works. Frustrated, he hits it, and suddenly it turns on, revealing a recording from a previous pilot. In the recording, the pilot says he was also sent into the ocean just for exploration, and that if he found something, they would let him go. But as we know, he never returned. At that moment, Simon realizes the truth. He wasn't the first one they sent here. The organization has been lying to him from the very beginning. Before him, there were many others they sent in as test subjects, just to find out what the ocean actually is. After discovering the truth, Simon starts yelling into the speaker, demanding that they pull him out immediately. He says it's like a hell down there, that this Ava shuts him down. She tells him to keep searching, and then if he finds what they want, they might actually let him go. Simon slowly begins to lose his mind. He starts having hallucinations. He hears voices whispering names, warning him, pulling him deeper into the darkness. At one point, a female voice starts speaking through the speakers, even though the communication cable has been cut. The voice claims to be one of the survivors and begs him for help. At first, Simon doesn't believe her and thinks it's just another hallucination in his head. But slowly the female voice convinces him, and he eventually decides to help her. She gives him coordinates that lead him to a bonded part of the ocean. When he gets there, no one is there.
Huh?
Instead, the voice became distorted, no longer sounding human. It
Turns dark and threatening.
Simon's mental state gets even worse. Suddenly, the submarine begins to shake. After a while, Simon wakes up and hears Ava's voice over the speaker asking if he is still alive. Simon says yes, but immediately starts to breaking down. He begs her for a mercy again, saying he wants out and that he has done everything for this mission. He admits that he knows he wasn't the first one sent here and that he found the wreckage of previous submarine. That surprised Ava. A submarine? SM-8? You found it? She asks. Simon confirms it. Ava pauses, then say this is exactly what they need. She orders him to reach the submarine within 30 minutes and retrieve the data from it, promising that he will finally be free. Simon agrees and believes that Ava will really let him go this time. He returns to the wrecked submarine and begins downloading the data from it.
Loading, loading, loading.
But at that moment, everything changes. The submarine is suddenly attacked by a massive creature from the ocean of blood. It is cut, crushed, and brutally dragged even deeper into the darkness. Simon is forced to face the creature. It communicates with him telepathically through the voices of all the people who died before him. In his final moments, Simon realizes that freedom was never real. He decides to sabotage the submarine and trigger the self-destruct, destroying both the creature and himself, while ensuring that the data from the black box attached to a life vest will float up to the surface. Simon dies. The movie ends with a quiet shot of the blood ocean, where among the wreckage of the submarine, a life vest carrying the data quietly floats. If you watched the video all the way to the end, thank you so much. That really means it turned out well. And if you enjoy it, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell, so you don't miss more movie recap videos. Thanks for watching and I see you guys next time.